Hey friends, welcome to another video. My name is Kate, health and wellness coach with Hoopy Strength and Conditioning, and today I want to walk you through the full workout we have on the app today. Today is Thursday, October 16th. We are in the first week of a new block, and it's our deadlift day. Now, the way we have our strength sessions set up, every single day there are 4 strength sessions per week. And the way we structure it is with a warm-up, which we just walked through that some. Now we're going to pop into the primer. The primer is where we're going to have one explosive movement and one core drill. And this is a great extension of the warm-up to bring in some of those athletic movements and core activation. Now, whether you consider yourself an athlete or not, training in an explosive way is so beneficial. The way that we move and react quickly is one of the first things that goes if we don't keep up with it. A fun movement we did the other day on the app was actually just a skip. A few weeks ago in my small group, some of the ladies were practicing their skip and they were like, this was so natural as a kid, and you just lose the ability to move that way. And that goes for all types of reactive movements. If we're not staying on top of training those fast twitch muscle fibers, which is just the way that we move in a quick manner, we'll lose that ability, we'll lose that skill. So it's a fun way. It's one drill incorporated as an extension of the warm-up. So whether you are one that loves it and want to maintain your athleticism or feel a little silly doing it, there is benefits, and it's more so just a fun movement. We're not necessarily doing Olympic lifts or anything super high skill. We're just getting bouncy and keeping that movement alive. The core drill is a great way to sneak it into your workout so that we don't get to the end of the workout and want to be done for the day. We're getting it done in the beginning, but also in a way that allows our core to kind of turn on for the rest of the day. So we're activating it, we're saying, hello, let's get to work. So it's a great way to just have 2 movements. We kind of move through them pretty quickly, bring some effort and intention to both. So we're gonna start right there for now. Okay, so following up the primer, we head into the strength section of the workout, and that is one movement with more of an emphasis on building strength through lower reps and an RPE. We're shooting for usually about an 8 or so here. Just a little bit on the RPE. On this scale, an easy way to think of it is an RPE 10, and RPE is rate of perceived exertion. So you are rating how it feels, how the effort feels to you. An RPE 10 is all out. This is more than likely going to be at a powerlifting meet or some type of day of programming where you're testing and you're pushing yourself close, if not to failure. Dropping down slightly to an RPE 9, we're not quite failing, but it is one more rep left in the tank. So you can look at it almost in reverse as well. It is a 9 out of 10 effort, and I could also probably only do one more if I literally had to do it. And so now pulling back into RPE 8, we're looking at an effort where we could do 2 more. And the reason for this is because it's a great spot of where we can build strength, and that's the primary goal when we're going through the strength section of the workout. But we also don't want to close that brim of failure where it takes us a while to recover, has more of a diminishing return. Barbell work has not always been natural to me. We're going on over a decade of consistently showing up and doing the work. And for many of those first few, I would say even years, it was doing something a little bit uncomfortable. From the moment I first started lifting, I enjoyed it. All the different types of exercise I've tried, and I grew up more of an endurance athlete as a swimmer. Lifting was the thing that I wanted to be in the gym. I wanted to go back and lift more. I didn't have a coach. I didn't know what movements to do or how to structure the day or the week or the month or longer term. I didn't know how to pick weights correctly. I didn't know how to rest properly. There were so many things I didn't know, and it has been a process of trial and error and learning. You might be seeing our content on YouTube or Instagram. It might look like it's so natural and so easy. And the backstory of that is it's been years, countless sessions of showing up to just do the work. And that's really the secret to it all. All right, we're gonna do a set here of 3 reps. The great thing about RPE is it's so relative to you personally, in comparison to anyone that, if you're lifting beside people at a gym, it's relative to you. It's also relative to your day. If you are fully recovered, if you had a great night's sleep, if you maybe had a great pre-workout meal, you don't have much stress accumulated from daily life, and you're coming in feeling really great and really fresh. Let's say that an RPE 8 for you that day felt like 185 pounds. And this was a really great day. And then the next week you come back and you slept horribly. You did eat breakfast, but you didn't have a great breakfast. The week leading up to it has just been full of stress. So you have all of these things compounding of giving you more factors of making things harder. And that same RPE 8 might be 165. It gives you that flexibility to show up, and our focus is always on giving your best effort. Ideally, of course, we want to be progressing somehow and having that progressive overload over time, but it gives you that freedom to know that, are you giving your best effort? Are you giving the best effort that matches that prescription for the day? And if the answer is yes, then you're doing great. You're doing your job. You're doing your part. You may have seen my Vivo barefoot shoes. I love these. They are great. I love to be barefoot in general, but especially when you're lifting, barefoot shoes are where it's at. Just a quick, easy way to think of it. If you have more of a running shoe, if I were to wear those same shoes in here when I'm lifting, and lots of running shoes, I have one pair in particular that the cushion is about, I would say, 2 inches high. So think of it in the sense of standing on your mattress and you realize you're a little bit wobbly because there's cushion and you're squishing down and there's not much stability. Same kind of idea applies if you were to come into the gym and you're doing a movement, really any lift, but in terms of a deadlift or a squat or something like that, where you really need to have a good, firm, stable foot to, 1, stay balanced, but 2, exert force. If you're standing on cushion, you're just going to be wobbling around on the ground. Whereas if you have a nice flat, you're not going to be slipping around. There's no slip on the bottom of the shoe. It is nice and grippy. So my foot is fully anchored into the ground. That is what you want to look for. When I first started lifting, that meant Converse. I had a season of Vans. But if you want to look for a good shoe, this is eventually what I would start to look into. Vivo Barefoot, I'll link them below. They're excellent. They are a little bit pricier than, of course, a Converse or going barefoot, but they are worth it. And in terms of just comparing When I did Vans, you're still on a bit more of a platform. So the idea with being barefoot is, yes, no cushion, but also you want to almost be feeling like your toes can be on the ground, if that makes sense. All right, those are done. 3 challenging sets to work on strength and building skill. A lot of my strength background is with powerlifting, so maintaining the big 3, squat, bench, deadlift, is something I enjoy doing, but man, my favorite part now is this next section. It's our build section of the workout. 2 movements, we're bumping the reps up slightly into a higher rep. It's 8 to 12 reps now, and the RPE is staying higher. So with that higher RPE means our effort is still going to be there, but the reps going up means the weight is inevitably going to go down some. We have an overhead press and a good morning. Let's get that set up. Now, in terms of the build, it is a rep range. It's 8 to 12 reps, and that gives you the ability to pick something to start with on week 1, which we are on week 1 here for this new block, and it allows you to build as you feel appropriate throughout the block, which is typically 4 weeks. So I typically I just hop right in the middle at about 10 reps and find a weight that works there. While it is a group program, it gives you the ability to progress how you choose and how you feel is appropriate week to week. Let's get into the good morning. Got my little gym dogs. Mealy, say hi. She's much more interested in walking around outside, and he is a Velcro dog. Bada bing, bada boom. Build is done. So as you can hopefully start to see throughout each phase here, they all have a purpose. With strength, the primary goal is to get strong and build that strength. With build, the primary goal now becomes building muscle. And of course, the 2 of those overlap. They complement each other, but without build, and this is something from my past that I did poorly when I was very heavily into powerlifting. My primary focus was strength, working in those low rep ranges to mostly refine the skill of the actual movement. And then I would finish with more of the endurance work, which is what we're gonna go into next. But this middle section of building muscle, which is building your toolkit so that you can move well and have that foundation, I really lacked. I wasn't diligent in practicing it, and now it's my favorite part of the workouts. There is purpose in each though, and that's ultimately what I want you to understand, no matter if you love the strength or if you're gonna love the next component, which is pump, and that's muscular endurance. This is where we have 3 movements that are truly higher rep, and the rep range is 15 to 30. Beyond 30, there's not much benefit, and we're moving into more of a higher rep cardio type of circuit almost. We're in the muscular endurance phase of the workout where we're helping our body build capacity and be able to continue working while fatigued. And those are the things that as we build that resiliency when we're fatigued, we build the ability to keep going and that capacity, our muscles are going to be better fit to show up in our build phase, show up in our strength phase. So they all complement each other, but they all have a purpose and they all have a place. So now we're going to move into that. We have a walking lunge, a pullover, and a bent knee Copenhagen plank. We have a great little pathway through the center of our yard for whatever reason, and I'm going to go do some lunges there. All right, y'all, we did it. Feeling that workout. The last thing we have on every strength day is a flow section, and that is simply one movement to slow down and do some mobility. Today's movement is a 90-90. Take a few moments to breathe, settle back in, and also before you even complete the workout, because I know for me, mobility, if I don't do it while I'm in the headspace of working out, I am not going to come back to do mobility. I want to, but I know I won't. So even though the flow section is not a lot, it's not meant to be time consuming, it is simply a way to encourage you to at least get one movement, which will in turn get 4 movements per week. Thank you for being here with me today as I worked out. I hope you got some value from it. If you need guidance, if you need structure, I would love for you to join the app. We have lots going on in there. It is so much more than just a workout for you to follow throughout the week. And while that is so valuable and gives you great clarity and direction going throughout your week and your month and stacking those together, we really try to bring more value in the sense of resources for you to refer back to at any time, and those go over things like exercise topics that we talked about today, nutritional resources, healthy recipes that we're continuing to create and add to the app. And one of my favorite parts are the lifestyle resources. We're really big on helping you define your values and step into your best self. So your fitness is a component of that, but it is not the only thing. So we really try to make sure it's an all-encompassing app full of value and a toolkit that you can carry with you every day, whether you're in the gym or not. If you want to try a free week and give this a try on your own, click the link below. You'll submit a form and I will add you to the app. You will get full access to a week of training and all of the other things I'm mentioning. You'll have access to that for a full week. Would love for you to try it out, see if it's a good fit for you, and help in any way that we can. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe. We'll be back for more soon. Have a great day.